Cześć, witajcie w specjalnym odcinku Strefy Pasy, wyjątkowym, bo dzisiaj przedstawię pierwszą rozmowę z nowym szkoleniowcem pierwszej drużyny Krakowi, Luką Elsnerem. Hi coach, we are very glad to have you here.
Hello, thank you.
Firstly, I want to ask if you could tell us something more about the background of your decision, maybe about the reasons why you decided to join Cracovia and maybe some first impressions when the initial contact from the club was made.
Well, look, I think there are two main points that attracted me to this project. First, it was when I heard about the possibility. It was about looking at the games, and honestly, I love the players. I think that the squad was really nice. That there was quality. There was a good mentality. I like the atmosphere also at the stadium when I watched it. So yeah, that first attracted me to the project is that feeling that with these players. I can have an impact, I can help and achieve something. The second part was I'm somebody who likes history and obviously working for the oldest club in Poland is something special. For an anecdote, I also worked for the oldest club in France and it went well, so hopefully we can have a good story as well in Krakow. But yeah, there was something appealing with Cracovia, and then after speaking with the management, I felt also a good connection, a very professional structure. So all together, gave me a lot of reasons to engage myself in this.
Yeah, you mentioned that you watched some of the Cracovia games, that you enjoyed it. Maybe you have some first conclusions after this, the first few analyses that you made.
I think that it was a good season with ups and downs that most of the teams face. There was maybe a few moments where it could have gone even better, but building on that foundation that the previous coach put on, and again with the quality in the squad that we have, I think that we can be hopeful to have another step up. We know it's a difficult league. Ekstraklasa is very competitive, but trying to be enthusiastic and be positive and bringing a lot of energy.
There were maybe some players that would put into interest after this analysis.
No, I almost never speak about individuals. I think that the group is good. You have experience. You have some young players that are talented. And then what I have to say to the players, I always tell them directly.
Continue talking about experience. You also are very experienced as a coach. You worked in a few countries, in a few European leagues. What is your plan to manage to bring this experience here in Cracovia?
I think to have success in any football situation, you need first to have an impact on the human relationships. I think it's very, very important that we stay a cohesive team, that there are good relationships, that guys are positive. First criteria would be always hard work. I think that's generally the rule for success. It's to be working hard every day, every training, every moment that we have together, working hard to achieve our goals. And also building on the community. I think that it's strong community around Cracovia, and using that energy to really push all the forces together. And that's my role also as in a leadership position to manage everything and make, if possible, people the best that they can be.
What of your previous countries that you worked in, or maybe the places that you worked in, have the most impact on your managerial career?
Well, usually you would say that the successes would have the biggest impact because it leaves a good memory. And I think when you work in football, it's mostly for the emotions, for the adrenaline that it brings. And when it's going well, it was the case with Le Havre when we've got the promotion and staying up in a very tough league. It was good moments. But I also used the failures and the moments that were more difficult to build myself and then help the players that need some advice, some ideas, some history to try to give them a perspective how to do it to be better. And now I've been coaching a long time, even though I'm still quite young for the job. So I think I can at some level help the players on the football field, but also outside to stay motivated and be hungry for success.
Yeah. Also, a lot of opinions about your previous works is that you are very good in the case of the development of the players, of bringing the best out of the teams. I think it is the case here in Krakow. Maybe it's the plan here in Krakow that we have also some kind of more in the tank as you were watching the games before.
I think there are some areas where the team can improve, but also it's always specific a bit to the let's say ideas of the coach and the principles of the coach, where he wants to put more work into it. Regarding the development of the players, I'm a passionate guy about football, so I love to talk about football. I love to work with the players on the training field. I like to go through training drills, and I like players to progress. I think this is the biggest reward when you're a coach, is when you see your players progress. Not only the young guys, because with younger guys they're always more open and they progress quickly, but also with any kind of age and having guys that are over 30, also maybe coaching some details that can help them build a better career and help us win. That's the most important. But yeah, I love players. I love to work with them, and I dedicate a lot of energy for this.
I also have one kind of the rhetorical question. Did you watch the Saturday's final of the Champions League?
I did watch it.
Yeah, I'm asking because when you are looking back on your career experience, I saw that your last managerial game that you managed Poczułem was against PSG away at the Parc des Princes. It was a 1-1 draw. Also, previous in the season, it was 1-1 draw at home. I'm asking because maybe you feel some kind of a satisfaction or proud that you were able, as a coach and as a leader of the team, to stop such a quality team as the PSG showed in the final.
No, I don't get personal satisfaction, because it's always something that the team will achieve, and I never replace the players on the pitch. They are doing the job. What we can do is to help them get the best out of them, and to prepare well and to show them which details we are going to work. So it was a positive result a few times against them. Against the best team in the world right now, which definitely PSG is. But again, it's always going to be something that you achieve collectively, especially when the team is so strong. You have to use all the forces that you have, and there is, there's an impact of the coach, obviously, but it's not 100%. It's much lower than that, and you rely on your players.
Yeah, also I want to ask about Krakow. What are your first impressions? I know you were here a really short time now, but maybe you had a chance in the past to visit Krakow to see the city.
I did actually. Now it's many years ago. I have to find exactly which year, but I have been here on December. And at a very nice moment with some friends for a 3 days trip, and it was lovely. I loved the city. It brought good memories when we started to talk about that. I actually even spoke with my friends, and they were laughing about this. What football can bring. It's such a small world, and you can end up in places that you have in your memory, and Krakow was definitely a very good memory.
Yeah, also for the last, I want to ask about the plan for the next weeks, and maybe some kind of changes in your staff as a coaching staff. Maybe you are bringing some people that you trust, the people that you worked before here to Krakow.
There will definitely be changes. I would bring my assistant, who I worked with in the past, and who I think is a perfect guy for the job. But outside of that, what I want to do with the management is to find the best experts that Poland can have, that Krakow can bring on every position. I would rely on Polish knowledge as well. I think it's good to have as much as possible local guys that know the place, that know the club, that are also connected to the history and identity of the club, because it gives a bigger purpose when people have some personal feelings with the club, and I think that we have to reach for that and build the best possible stuff, because again it will be a teamwork, and I will depend hugely on the staff that will work with me, and in the next weeks we will make sure that with the club we choose the best guys to help the player perform.
Last question, coach. Maybe do you have some first message to the Cracovia fans?
Well, my message is I can't wait to be at the first home game, because there's one thing to walk through the stadium when it's empty, when you watch videos of the games. but I think it's something special when you step in the stadium for the first game, and I can't wait to be on that first moment, and I hope to, with my work and the work of everybody, we can make everybody happy about the way the team is playing, also the results. Of course, everything has to come together, but I will do my best to make the city proud and the fans proud.
Thank you, coach. We keep the fingers crossed. Thank you.
Thank you.